It is that time of the day, people. That's right, we're live. It's SPLD Live Fall Kickoff. It's your girl here in her kitchen. And let me go ahead and see what I can see over here. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I got a new mic situation happening back there. And light situation happening back there, and I absolutely cannot see what's happening, like literally before my eyes. So that's what I get for borrowing a mic from my daughter. So I'm going to be looking over here, in case you're wondering, what is she looking at over here? Because I'm going to need to be able to see you all, and so I can see what's happening over here with your comments and all of that happening. So I am so happy to be live with you guys again. Your girl has been on the low for weeks. The low. But I'm going to tell you all about it. Don't get nervous and say, girl, where were you? You didn't tell us. I sure didn't. But just know that I have been mostly focusing on my business. Like, as in minding my own business. Okay, so look, people. This is what we got going on today. We are doing some turkey chili. That's right, we're doing turkey chili because, you know what? It's football season. I know some of you are like, you're not with it. You're not a football fan. You don't want to know anything or see anything about football, but it's football season. And so I said, girl, go ahead and kick things off with a little bit of turkey chili. So that's what we're going to do to start out. Let me come around because I do feel like I'm kind of far away from you all. So I'm just going to like come around and blind myself in this here light situation. But this is what I want to do. First off, I'm going to tag a couple of people here because I just feel like that's appropriate right now. I'm just going to tag a couple of people, say, hey, we are live in the kitchen. What are you up to? Because that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing in the kitchen. So back to what I was saying. Hold on. How do I get this down? Lord, see, I shouldn't have done that because now I don't know. Okay. So we're going to do some turkey chili for one thing. And this is my recipe for turkey chili. It's going to start out with some ground turkey. I have all of my veggies, which are onions, bell peppers, a little bit of garlic. And what you saw me pouring in earlier was some avocado oil. Because I'm using turkey, it doesn't have a lot of fat. So I want to go ahead and add a little bit more fat into this here situation. And so I decided to use some avocado oil versus olive oil. Sometimes I switch back and forth between the two. So today, that's what I'm using. All right, so we're going to do the turkey chili. I was going to do some cornbread, but look, your girl just didn't have time. I was going to do it, ran into a little situation and that required my attention. And I said, girl, you just don't have time. You don't have time to try to do this here turkey chili and cornbread for these folks. So just live your best life and leave well enough alone. So that's what I'm doing today. I want to catch you up because I told you I've been gone for a while. Just a couple of weeks. It hadn't even been that long, but I want to catch you up on a couple of things. Most importantly, something that I wanted us all to talk about was whether or not you guys have already registered to vote. Okay? This is crucial. So if you haven't registered to vote, that's what you're going to need to do. You just need to leave here right now and just go ahead and figure out what you need to do for where you are to register to vote, get your ballot in the mail, all that good stuff. Okay, people? So now, the other thing I wanted to update you on was some really exciting news, really exciting news as to why I've been gone. And so you're like, why? You didn't get to the point while you were gone for a couple of weeks, girl. Listen, I was working on my cookbook, like actually bringing this whole situation together. So I needed some undivided attention. And I am like so excited because it's all coming together. And yeah, you know what I realized too with doing this here cookbook? I'm going to have to measure something at some point in my life. If I'm going to be sharing what I do with people really, truly, girl, you're going to have to measure some of that stuff. So I literally was writing stuff and had to come down to my kitchen and sit down. Was that a teaspoon or was that a tablespoon? And did I use 3 dashes of that and a pinch of this? I really don't know because I just cook. You've seen me cook before. You see me just throw things in here. I'm not really thinking to myself, is that a tablespoon of this or a tablespoon of that? I'm really not thinking about it. I'm just going with it, okay? I'm being really honest with you. I'm just going with it. So, anywho, that's what I have been working on, and I'm so excited to, you know, just to have it almost completed. And we'll get that over to the publisher soon, and it will be out. So it's like literally like birthing a child. So I'm so excited. And I wanted to encourage you too, if you're working on something, I know right now we're just in really a trying time, but whatever goals that you've set up for yourself for the year, don't forget those goals. Don't forget those goals, and get it back on your radar. If it fell on your radar, if you're working it, then look, continue to work it. Don't get so distracted. Sometimes you may just have to pull out from other things in order to focus, just like I had to do. But let's just get it done. Let's just remember what we intended to do this year, and let's just go ahead and get it done. So if you just came on, what I was explaining to the folks here is that I borrowed my daughter's light. She has a brand new light situation for her videos and stuff, and I can't really see, like literally, can't really see what's happening back there. So I have a little setup over here so that I can kind of sort of see stuff coming through. So if you're saying something to me, it's going to really be delayed, because I literally, unless I like actually come over there, I can see somebody saying something, but do I know what you said? Nope, because this light is so bright. And then I was looking at the time, and I'm like, well, it's too late now. You can't not go on the live. You already pushed the time back a little bit. So anywho, so that's what I have going on as far as my eyes. This is the kind of stuff that I do for you all. But I'm just curious. I can't see the stuff over here. I want to see who this was right here. Who is this? Tilly Mac. What's up, Tilly Mac? I know you're here, Tilly. Always on the scene. Now, Tilly, I'm making turkey chili. Now, I know you're not about that turkey chili life. You're more about that vegan life. So I am putting some veggies in here. Asia's in the building. Adrian is in the building. What's going on? I can see from your cover, Adrian, you have your mask on. I see you're for the mask life, and I'm happy that you are. Asia, what's going on with you? I hope you're living your best life, honey, and doing something productive today. That's my hope for you. So, while I was chatting away, what I threw in the pot was I diced up a white onion and some fresh garlic. So that's what I have going in here now. Now I have some green peppers that I'm going to put in, and then I will throw in my turkey. And then, if you came late, I told you that I'm using a little bit of avocado oil today as my oil of choice to help with this here turkey, because you know turkey can be a little bit dry. So I want to have a lot of moisture in this here turkey chili. But back to what I was saying, because I'm going to be honest with you too, I have 0 notes today. So right now, as we speak, you know what's happening? I'm winging it. Right now, as we speak. I'm literally winging it. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to put in a couple of dashes of the old-fashioned TP in here. You know, it's not really even hot. It's just really flavor, in my opinion. And I want to get this just hot enough to be able to add just sweating out my veggies. I'm going to make a little well in this whole situation and throw in my turkey. This is nothing but a little bit of sea salt here, a little pink sea salt to help those veggies sweat. And then I'm going to put in some cracked black pepper, because that's how we do it on the live. We put in the black cracked pepper. Now, the other thing I wanted to tell you guys was, as far as the cookbook. First off, probably one of the hardest projects I've had to do. I'm just being really honest. I literally was on my feet for like 4 days of just cooking, doing videos, taking photos of the food, was just like nonstop for literally like 4 days. And, you know, just doing videos, saying welcome to my kitchen. I was sick of saying welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't want anyone else to be welcomed to my kitchen. That's how many times I had said welcome to my kitchen. By day 4, I was over it. I was over it, and I'm doing videos, editing the videos, all that. I was just over it. But nonetheless, those 4, actually it was like 4 or 5 days. I can't even remember. It was all a blur. It's all a blur at this point. But really one of the hardest things that I've had to do. One, the whole concept is new to me. I've never done it before. So coming up with the content, really coming up with the recipes was a challenge for me. That was one thing. And then just really feeling afraid, like, is this the right thing to do? Will people buy this thing? All of that. You know, all the fears that we feel whenever we're starting something new. And so there was like, I think I woke up on like day 3 and I was like, girl, forget it. Don't even, just forget it. Just put all this stuff away and just forget it. That was like literally the talk I had. And then I did what I do. Your girl prayed and she got her life. This is some tomato paste. So I prayed about it, got my life together, got myself together, and I finished doing what I needed to do. And I think that's the encouragement segment for today, that sometimes we all, there are a lot of things that we want to do, or there's a lot of things we aspire to do, and then sometimes we get into the grunt work of doing the thing and birthing the thing, and there's something within us that wants to retract because we're afraid. It's new. It feels, your critter brain is telling you, no, this doesn't feel right. Go back to what feels comfortable. And I know that our comfort, we risk achieving what we want to achieve when we lock ourselves into just being comfortable. And so for growth and maturity and for just straight up achieving our goals, we have to come outside of our comfort zone. And so that's really what I wanted to tell you as far as the encouragement segment. So if there's anything that you're working on in this year that maybe because of the climate that we're in, you may have gotten distracted, or just life in general. There's a lot of us, life has really dished out some servings for us this year. And so if there's something that you're working on and you may have just gotten away from it, my prayer for you is that you would regain your passion for the thing, and that you would regain your focus for that thing, and that you would finish strong really in 2020. That's my prayer for you. That's my prayer for me, because I'm not even finished with their cookbook I was telling you about. I'm not done with it, but I am at least about 80% there. And so I'm past the fear part. So I had to talk myself through that. Got some encouraging words from my family and friends, and I had to talk myself through that with their love and support and that kind of thing. And so I'm on the other side of it. So, but there'll be another event. There'll be another project that I'm working, and I'm sure I'll feel the same way. But for right now, I'm feeling good about it. So now I can encourage you as well, should you need it. Now, here's what we have now. So we have the turkey, the ground turkey that I'm mixing in with the peppers and the onions and the garlic. So that's in here. And what else did I put in here? I put the tomato paste in here. So that's going to add a little hint of sweet, and it's going to help thicken up the turkey chili. And now I have 3 types of beans. I have some dark red chili beans, some light red chili beans, kidney beans, and I have some black beans. I'm just putting all of that in here. My daughter was helping me earlier with prepping because look, I had stuff going on before I came on here. So she helped me earlier by rinsing my beans off and putting them in a bowl for me. And now, and I also have some crushed tomatoes and some diced tomatoes. I'm looking at this as if this is the actual, this thing is throwing me off too. It's kind of close, it's really close to me. So, and it's delayed, so it's like a lot happening there in my peripheral vision. So what am I going to do now? For the liquid of this whole thing, I'm just using some water, and I'm going to use the liquid from the tomato sauce here. And this thing is going to simmer and be delicious while we're chatting away. Oh, all the moms on here and dads with the little tiny kids that are in school online for this year. Whew. My thoughts and prayers are with you. I've been talking to family members this week, and the struggle is real. It's real for the ones with the little kids, with the little babies that can't just get online for themselves. Well, they're not babies, but they're school age. But they're having trouble with technical support and all of that. Whew. I'm just happy that my baby girl just turned 16 and she's a little, I don't have to be as hands-on with her as some of the people that I spoke to this week. Now, I don't know if I'm happier for myself or, yeah, I am happy for myself that I am in this situation, but man, I was feeling their struggle. This is just, what is this? Just chili powder. I'm putting in a good amount of chili powder too. I'm trying to layer every level of this here chili. You saw that I put it in at the meat level when the meat and the veggies were in there. Now I'm putting it in here at the bean marry the meat marry the tomato level. Okay, so now I'm turning this up to high, and we're going to let this simmer. I'm also going to have to add, I like to add a little bit of sweet whenever you're working with tomatoes. So, but I'm going to let it just simmer for a while you and I chat, and I get rid of some of these here bowls and whatnot. And so let me put this in the sink. That'll go away. And then I have my lid that I put there. And look, basically the chili is just gonna cook itself while we're talking. Now I rarely purchase like a chili packet. I mean, I haven't purchased one in years, to be honest with you. So let me see. Yes, praying is a great success. Oh, thank you very much. Yep, moving past the fear, using faith. You have to. You absolutely have to. There isn't one thing that I can think of. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. Yep, I will definitely let you know as soon as it's on the table. I mean, on the shelves. You see how bright this light is? I'm coming in, coming out. We got a serious light situation happening in the back. What was I saying? And I don't even know why I came all the way over here, because I just feel like this light is blinding me. If you didn't hear my story about this light situation, I borrowed a light from my daughter. Probably bad choice. Bright. What was I saying? Oh, we were talking about, Adrian was saying just the testimony of the working past the fear. And so I think that is like a common thing. And if you're feeling afraid when you're working on a project or just anything new, I think that's really normal. I think that it would be abnormal not to feel some kind of fear. Fear keeps us on our toes. It keeps us thinking differently. It keeps us flexible, and so. But it's the pushing past the fear of the thing to get to what you want. That's what we have to make sure that we're focusing on, because there isn't a lack of us wanting things. There's no lack of that. There's so many things that I still want to accomplish. I mean, the cookbook isn't done. I'm just sharing with you what I've been working on, and there's still going to be fears, because I not only do I have to complete it, I have to sell this thing. I got to market this thing. I have to. I'm entering into a different arena, and that's with anything in life. And so the way that I personally approach things is like I do the new thing the way that I did the other thing. And so, one, okay, I know that the fear is going to come. Two, I know I'm going to have to, pray myself through it, coach myself through it, reach out to family and friends and loved ones, read my word, things like that. I know that is going to happen. So I'm not caught off guard that it happened. And then I remember, okay, God did it before, and I just keep moving. I just keep moving forward. And so I never allow myself to sit in the fear for too long. I think it's really normal. I think that more people should just share that testimony of the things that they're working on. There's no shortage of living your best life out on any platform. Everybody's living their best life. No matter if you're on Facebook, in your email, but everybody's living their best life. So there's no lack of that kind of stuff. I think that there is sometimes a lack of just the realness of what we're feeling whenever we're just approaching real life matters. And we're in we're in a very crucial time just in our world right now. We're in a crucial time, and it can be a challenge to even find the motivation to do the thing that you love. But just remember that in spite of what's happening in our world right now, you were still placed here to do something, and you were still placed here to offer what you have to other people. There isn't anything that was given to us that's ingrained in us for us to just keep for ourselves, or us for just keep for our four and no more. I'm just not a believer of that. I think we're such humanity is so connected. We're supposed to be connected to other people, and our unique DNA is placed on the world when we get the thing out of here and we give it out through here. And so just keep that in mind. I don't care what industry you're in or what body of work you're working on. Just think about it as something that you're sharing with people. You and I have connected in this particular way because of just mainly through just our dialogue with one another. So we have some kind of commonality. Food is a passion of mine, it's a love language of mine, and so I figured out a way to combine the two. And you and I are here on a monthly basis in my kitchen through some kind of dish, or there's guests sometimes, but mainly it's us talking over a meal and that kind of stuff. And that is really that's my love language. That's what I love to do, and that's a way that I've connected with people. Another way that I've connected with people. The cookbook is just an extension of that. It's an extension of what I authentically feel and how I authentically live my life. And so I'm happy to be able to have it come out of here, from here, and into, kitchens around the world peripherally. And so that's my thought behind it, because again, you're sharing your story, you're sharing your passion, you're sharing your love. So think about that, whatever project that you're working on, okay? So boop, boop, boop. That's enough about me and the cookbook, because that's too much stuff. But just know it's coming. And I will make sure that you know when it is out, people. So again, for the encouragement segment, remember, fear is very normal. It's just that not sometimes, just remember to encourage yourself to not stop dead center in the fear. Like, let's not stop in it. Let's keep moving past it. One of the best things that I've heard that was so applicable to my life and how I live my life was said to me, not personally. Well, I think she might have been saying it just to me personally, because I took it like she's talking to me. And that's from Joyce Meyer. And she said that you got to just do it afraid. And so I literally do so many things afraid. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Do it afraid. What's the worst that can happen? The thing will probably be accomplished. But do it afraid. So just go throughout your week, the rest of your weekend, and just do it afraid. Whatever that is, whatever you started out doing this week. I have a phrase in my monthly newsletter that comes out, and it says to remain focused. Just remain focused on your goals for 2020. And I've kept that there throughout the year, because I just want to remind people to remain focused on your goals. There's no lack of distractions. There's no lack of fear. There's no lack of coming up short at times. Like we come up short, but still do it afraid. So that's my thought with that. Let's go back to the election. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. I'm not getting into a debate with any of you all, but here is what I do want to encourage you to ensure that you are doing. One, that you are registered to vote. Two, really understand that your vote matters. Okay, so, and there was anyone that was on the fence as to whether or not your vote counts, let's just get off the fence about it. Your vote does count. Let's get into our, what's the word that I want to use? Let's get a clear understanding of how the election works. Let's get a clear understanding of, at our community levels. Let's get a clear understanding of the impact of just our daily lives based on the people that we're electing. But just remember that you need to register to vote. Let's get all of the information after. As a matter of fact, when we're done today, there's going to be a link in the feed that will help you for the area where you're in. Wherever you're in around the country, you'll have this link and you can find in your area what you will need to register to vote in your area. So let's just keep that in mind. Let's spread the word to family and friends, okay? Some of the older relatives that may not be able to get out and they may need ballots mailed to their homes, let's try to help them with their mail and getting the things that they need. Let's just do that. Knock on doors well, I'm not going to tell you go knock on doors, unless they're your family members. That's what I'm saying, because that's going to be my approach. But what I am saying is, like, let's just really get the word out there, and let's also just remember that our vote counts. Like, our vote counts. People, there's no lack of people giving their political opinion, and some stuff is really coming out. Like, some true colors are really coming out. But long story short, our vote matters. So make sure that we're registered to vote. Make sure we're doing our part. Make sure your census, you filled out your census for the year. There's people going around, like they're knocking on doors if you didn't fill out your census report. So make sure you've gotten that and reach out and online and figure out what you would need to do to get a new one. But let's make sure that we're getting that information taken care of. That is definitely what I wanted to talk to you about today. Those things right there, what I have been up to. In case you're like, well, where is she? I haven't seen her post anything in a while because I was what? You guys say it with me. She was doing what? Minding her business. Literally, minding my business. I was like, that's what I was doing. Okay? Now, let me get another spoon. Oh, I'm glad I looked back here because the other thing that I have over there, when we're done with the chili, I'm going to top it off with a sprinkle of cheese and some red onions. Ooh, it's looking good in this pot. I don't know if you guys can actually see in the pot, but the pot is, business is booming in this pot. Oh, can I also tell you guys this? So, if you missed it, I did say it. I said it, in case some of you were like, oh boy, here she goes. I said that I was doing this chili in honor of football season. There, I said it. Now, I said it. I like football. And I'm happy to see those people back making money and doing what they love doing. That's all I'm saying. But I was so hype about it all week long because it had really set in with me. Girl, do you know football season is kicking off like tonight, like Thursday, like 8 o'clock, 8:20, 8:30, you know, by the time they got through, it was like 8:40. Now, if you know me, you know that my eyes shut at like 9. So I had all of this momentum built up in my system. Now, was I really rooting for either team last night? I really didn't care who won. I wanted the Chiefs to win, and they did. But I almost didn't see the victory because I was done by 9:15. So I had my food, my drink, everything. But by 9:15, I didn't even see the first touchdown. Nope, I didn't see it. And then I'm on my family group text. I'm talking trash. Like, we're doing the whole 9. I don't even know what's happening. I can barely hang in there. So what I'm going to have to do is get my my football life back on track. Because right now, is at an all-time low. Now, you know when I will be ready? Sunday. And I will be ready Sunday. Why? You can answer that. Anybody that knows me can just right there in the thing answer why I would be ready Sunday. Does this blue dress have anything to do with it? This blue bracelet, anyone want to guess why I would be ready Sunday? I almost wore the jersey, but I said that might be too much. That might be too much. And quite frankly, I needed to put on some real clothes today because I haven't had it on in a while. And so I said, girl, just put on real clothes, but make sure it's at least reminiscent of you know who. Anybody want? I'll just let you guess. So anywho, I will be ready come Sunday. Oh, but that game is at 8 o'clock. It's gonna be a toss up. It's really gonna be a toss up. As to whether or not I actually see the end of it, I'm hoping that they win, but I don't know. My life is just not set up to be up late anymore. I don't know how you young people do it. Oh, this chili is looking so good. What time do we have? Oh my gosh, it's 5 o'clock. We are only 30 minutes in. I am so excited about this. This chili is really looking good. Now, I almost made a cornbread for you guys, but again, it was too much going on. I couldn't do it. Now, this is the part where I give it a little taste for you. I'm going to just give it a little taste for you and I both and see what's happening, because we may have to, you know, add a little bit of something here. It's so good. I'm going to put in some more chili powder, or a lot. I'm just eyeballing it. That's about a teaspoon. I don't know. Oh, I didn't put in any garlic. Did I put garlic powder in here? I don't know. Asia, did I put garlic powder in here? Because I don't even remember anymore. That's something. It's about a tablespoon or so. A little bit more salt. It's all coming together. You're like, I thought she said it was good. It is. But that's my word for almost there. When I said this is delicious, now you know we have made history. But for right now, it was just good. Now, here's what I'm going to need to do. You want to balance out all of that acidity in those tomatoes. And so what I'm going to do is add in some brown sugar. Hold that thought. All right. Oh, look at my brown sugar. Look what it says. It says, spread love today. I like to write these little reminders for myself in case I forget stuff. I said, girl, just write yourself a reminder. And then when you open up the cabinet, it'll be right there to remind you to spread love today. Okay, so got the brown sugar in there. Ooh, I wish you could smell it though. I'm not even gonna lie. Now, it has thickened up quite a bit. I'm gonna pour in a little bit of water in here and just thin it out just a little bit. Just thin it out a little. And then I'm gonna put the top back on. So we'll let this simmer for about another 5 minutes or so. Then it should be time to, like, because chili doesn't take long. Once you cook the meat, I mean, you could let it cook longer, but you know what? We're live. Do you have time to watch me literally let this cook for 2 or 3 hours? You sure don't. So I'm not even going to hold you to it. Let me come back. Oh, I keep forgetting this thing is here. I keep saying I'm coming back around, but for some reason I can't really. Okay, let me see what's happening here. I don't know what's happening here. What was I going to say? Let me go right here. That thing is delayed. So I thought this was the appropriate thing to do, but apparently it's not. It's not. That's all I'm saying. Jerome, what's going on, Jerome? Wanda, what's going on, girlfriend? How are you? I just saw your name. Where did I saw your name? And April. What's up, Shade? What's up, Bella, the sassy lady, Green? That's my cousin, people. Her name is Bella, the sassy lady. Now, as far as I knew, her name was just Shay. Then I come on social media, it's a whole new situation. But that's neither here nor there. We're just going to go with it. Wanda, I just saw you. Where did I saw your name? Oh, on the email list. That's what I saw. Minding my business. That's right, April. That's why when you said, girl, good to see you. Because I wasn't around. I was minding my business. That's what you got to do. Because I don't know what's happening with other people's stuff. Don't ask me. Cookie Johnson. Is this Magic Johnson's wife, Cookie Johnson? Hey, girl. How are you? Don't know if that's the right one, but wow. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's happening in other people's business because I'm all about minding my own business. April, but I thought I just saw you, April, now that I think about it. But I wasn't sure because we all wearing masks. And I was saying to myself, I was in Target. I was like, is that her? It sounds like her. I don't know. But I was just trying to get in and out. That was kind of rude. Now I play it back and now I'm actually singing out loud. But I really wasn't sure. And the person was talking to someone. They were in like deep conversation. It was a lot going on. I really want to know if this Cookie Johnson is Magic Johnson's wife. Because if so, I'm just going to need you to come and get a bowl of this chili. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Wow, did you all know that Cookie Johnson was on here? I didn't. Hey, Tanya girl. I was just saying to the folks that Cookie Johnson is on here. I wasn't sure if Cookie was Magic Johnson's Cookie Johnson or a different Cookie Johnson. But I just need to know. That's all I'm saying. I'm just happy she's here. Either way. So what else do we have going on, people? What else are we talking about? So let me recap everyone. If you're just coming on, like Tanya. So I'm Tanya, pot of turkey chili girl. You know why? Because it's football season. And that's what we do. Football season, you cook football stuff. So my stuff is the turkey chili. Now I was gonna make some honey cornbread, and I probably still will make the honey cornbread. You know what? I could whip up a little honey cornbread right now that I think about it, because we have like 30 minutes. I'm just gonna hit bake. And you know what I probably will do? Because I don't want to eat all this food in your face. I'll probably eat this offline. So back to what I was saying. One, I was reminding everyone, in case you guys were wondering, well, where is Shaniqua? I haven't seen her in a while. And then some of you are probably like, girl, ain't nobody checking for you. I know how some of you are. Girl, ain't nobody checking for you. Anywho, what I was telling the people is that, one, I was minding my business. I had a lot going on. AKA, your girl was getting that cookbook and her life over the finish line. So I was just minding my business. That's what I'm doing. Do I know what's happening in other people's business right now? I don't know. I don't know what you have going on. I mean, unless I was texting you within the last week or so, or emailing you, something like that. I really don't know. I would be lying if I said I did, because I'm just not in people's business like that. Now back to the turkey chili, Tanya. So in case you guys are just coming on, this here is a pot of deliciousness in the making. So we have some green peppers, some onions, some fresh garlic, some crushed organic tomatoes and diced tomatoes, and we have some turkey chili, the 93.7. That's what we have going on in here, because that could be a little bit lean sometimes. I went in with the avocado oil today versus the olive oil to add a little bit more fat. I hit that off with a little bit of the TP. You know what TP is. And then I have some pink salt here, and some chili powder, garlic powder, and some fresh cracked, no, what is this? Some red pepper flakes. And I do have some cracked black pepper that I put in the pot. Now, while the chili is finishing off, what I'm going to do is dice up some red onions. I can't get my water thing on here. I'm going to dice up some red onions, because we're going to take the chili and plate it up soon. We're going to take the chili, plate it up. Now, we were also talking about, as far as the encouragement segment, we were talking about basically feeling the fear and pushing yourself over the finish line in 2020. There's a lot that's happening in our world right now, and there's a lot that you want to accomplish in your own lives, and the only way to get it done is to get it done. There's no shortcut. I just had this conversation with Jada yesterday, my daughter, and I was explaining to her that there is no shortcut to what you want. There's no shortcut, so let's not buy into the hype. Go after what you want with your whole heart, and the full desire of receiving that thing, with the full expectation and desire of having received what it is that you're going after. Because what if they never show up? Okay? And ain't nobody got time. Yep, I sure did say it. Ain't nobody got time to be waiting on they. You got to go after what it is that your heart desires. Only you. I just had this conversation with my sister earlier too today about when you live from your heart space and that thing that you can see for yourself. It's like it's unquenchable. Like you just have to go after it. Whether they come, whether they help, whether they give input, whether they give money, whether they partner with you, whether they whatever, you just have to go after that thing for yourself to know whether or not it will do what it do. I know that is not significant at all because I literally lost my train of thought. You just have to go after it with your whole heart in order to see it through. That's really what I'm saying to you. And only you know. I don't care how many times I have described something to someone as far as what I'm working on and what I'm going after and, you know, the things that are just placed on my heart. I don't care how many times I describe it. The words that I articulate, they still seem to fall short sometimes of the vision and the feelings that I have about the thing. Like if I'm trying to articulate it to someone to help with, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but what I am saying is that only you know what you really see for yourself. You're the only one that really truly knows that. And so you have to go after that thing step by step, decision by decision, accomplishment by accomplishment. And so you have received the fullness of the desires of your heart. I mean, the fullness of that thing. Not just a little bit here and there. Like we get satisfied with just a little bit here and there and thinking, well, that's it. Okay, that's all. Keep going. Because that thing will beget another thing. Because once you know, and that's what I love about creativity and, you know, just doing something new and just being around creative people. It is literally iron sharpening iron. And when you're able to just to live out something that you've dreamt about or something that you envision for your life, when you're able to live that thing out, that's going to spark it for the next thing. And before you know it, you're just like accomplishing goals and you're living the life that you envision for yourself and your family and your friends. And you're able to just really live in an authentic you. When we do not live from the desires of our hearts and we're not living from that heart space, I do not believe that we're living an authentic life. I said it. I don't think we're living an authentic life. I think when you can forget about what people's opinions of you are and just forget about all the noise and forget about all of the hype of celebrity and all of that stuff and, you know, whatever. If you can just forget about that stuff for a little while and just start living from your heart space, I think that's when we really start living an authentic life. And when you can live from the vision that you have for your life, not what someone said that you must have for your life, not what other people have and have then now become the baseline for you to achieve. No, when you live from the heart space in the center of who you are, that's when you really live an authentic life. And so for me, it is about living an authentic quality life that I can envision for myself, not what someone else has deemed appropriate for me, okay? And so yeah, which brings me to another thought. Think about all the situations that you may be in or things that you've experienced where you felt like insignificant of a thing. That is hot. I played that cool just then. This is hot. I'm gonna get I gotta get a thing. Oh, I happen to have a blue towel to match my blue dress, to match my team that I haven't really told you about just yet. But that's neither here nor there. What was I saying? Because that thing was hot. It shook me up. I played that cool. You didn't even know that thing burnt my hand the way that it did. But what I was saying is that think about the amount of times that you felt like the underdog in a situation, or you have felt like you were not qualified, or you didn't feel significant for the thing that you're going after, or the rooms you've been placed in. April on here, she and I had that conversation once about April, I'm sorry, I'm putting you on the spot, honey. I didn't say it. Now I can't retract because now people are like, not April. You and April said what? About not feeling like you belong in a space that you are in. And so it could be a boardroom, it could be a Zoom meeting that you're in. It could be just a new goal that you're working on, and you just don't feel like you have what it takes to fulfill that thing, to really fill in that space. Let me tell you this right here. The devil is a liar. Okay, I'm just telling you right now. Whatever room you have been called to, and whatever thing that you can see for yourself, you belong right there. You belong right there. What we have to do is we have to do it, like I said earlier, you got to do it afraid, and you got to do it with your whole heart and the belief in something that is greater than you. And see, we're supposed to feel the way we feel. We're supposed to feel that smallness or that shrinking. When we know that we know, I know that I know there are so many things that I know I'm not adequate for. Me, myself, this flesh right here, I know that. That's why I wholeheartedly believe in a God that is greater than me. And so whatever it is that you believe in, you got to hold tight to that, because that is what helps us. Like, we have to be the doers. That power within us is what really takes us over the finish line. I don't even know how I ended up in this spot right here, but I'm already here. I'm talking about in this conversation. I thought we were wrapping this up, and I ended up going anyways, but that's how it happens sometimes. I'm just saying to you, if you ever have felt like you were the underdog, or you were defeated, or whatever it might be, if you are hearing my voice right now in this moment, it's because you were supposed to hear it. And if you're here, you're here on the live, it's because you were supposed to be here in this moment. And I'm just here to remind you that you have what it takes to accomplish whatever it is that you set up for this year, whatever it is that you've set up for your life. Like, it's not over yet. But you have to be the one to initiate that thing and see it across the finish line. Because they may never come. That's just the bottom line. They may never come. They may need to leave your space, your place, they may be taking up your energy. Okay? You can put the name on it. I'm just saying. They may need to you may just need to be done with that. Because there's so much more in us that is, I think we spend our energies on things that we shouldn't spend our energies on. And sometimes, and so when we're supposed to be over here focusing on this thing, we're over here looking at Susie and Becky and Shaniqua doing their thing, like living their lives, when we could be living our lives by just focusing in on what we need to do for ourselves. So, again, I don't know how I ended up in that whole thing. I think it's been Tanya came on. Tanya threw us for a loop because I was trying to explain to her the chili, and then we got all into that conversation. And I don't really know what you guys are saying. I can see you, but the light is so bright. I don't even know what's happening on that side. This thing is delayed. So, anywho, back to my point, is almost chili time. So we have done the encouragement segment. Again, do it afraid. Do it whether they come. Do it if they need to go. You just need to do it. Okay? Whatever that is for you, just do it. Be like Nike. Just do it. Okay? We talked about, what did we talk about? I gave you an update on where I was for a few weeks because I needed to just do it. I need to not be worried about any other thing except doing what it is that I needed to do, and that's what I did. And so I feel equipped, and I feel great about being able to stand here and say that to you, because I had to push past a fear and do the thing that I set out to do for my own self for this year. And so yeah. What else was I saying? We talked about voting. Make sure we get out and register. Do what it is that you need to do. Let's get the word out to family, friends, and loved ones to make sure that they have what they need to be able to vote. And last but not least, this chili is almost done. And last but not least, I was explaining to the group earlier that I got to get my football life back, because right now I was so hype about football season starting yesterday. I mean, I was like up here. And then by the time we had gotten through the anthem, lift every voice and sing, the kneel or not kneel, the arm locking, the coin being flipped, I was asleep. I didn't even know when the first kickoff. I don't even know if I saw the kickoff. To be honest with you, I sure didn't see the first touchdown. Long story short, your girl goes to sleep at 9, basically. So I have to get my football Thursday night, Sunday night life back. But I'll be ready this Sunday, because I'm just saying, them Cowboys is playing on Sunday. In case you guys were like, well, what team does she? I know you are not questioning what team Anywho, I'll be ready Sunday. I'll have all my coffee, my elixirs, whatever I need to do to stay woke, because I'm watching those Cowboys. Okay, people, it is almost time to wrap it up. I have cooked the chili. We have done the encouragement segment. We talked about the hot topic, which was voting. I chopped up some red onions here. I got some freshly diced red onions here. Because what's going to happen here in a few short seconds, it's what's in here is about to go into here. Then I'm going to take some cheese and grate it over the top right before your eyes. Then, when you thought it couldn't get any better, I'm going to take that red onion, sprinkle a little on the top. Then I'm going to walk around to that camera so that you can get a close-up of what's happening in my bowl. You hold that thought. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got the wrong type of cheese today when I went to the store. But is that gonna stop me? Nope. I meant to get some cheddar cheese, but I got pepper jack. I got pepper jack. So I'm not really big on having pepper jack in my chili, but I'm gonna go for it today. I'm gonna go for it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just telling you about my life. Let me see, who is this? I thought that was Paula. Paula, I couldn't even really. Chris, wait a minute, Paula. Before I go to you, let me go to my brother Chris, because he's always saying something. You said this is a big pot, a mighty big pot. Chris, don't worry about where this chili is going. You just trying to get some chili. That's all. And thank you. Bella, why are you agreeing with Chris? Cheryl's on here. Tommy, what's going on, Tommy? Yeah, Bella, you can't be agreeing. That pot is not that big. Well, when I'm looking at it from this angle, it does look kind of large. And Bella said she had she had that conversation with her son yesterday. Tanya's saying you love football season. You already know I do love football season. It's me. Did anybody find out if the Cookie Johnson on here is the Cookie Johnson? Okay, nobody? All right. Well, now, Paula, if you want to get some chili, honey, you need to just say the word, because I'm going to put some in a bowl for Leandra, and I can put some in a bowl for you, too. In case, since Chris wants to know where all the chili is going, it's time to do this chili. Now, just so you know, while I got you here, our next live will be October 8th. Now, if you're on my newsletter list, and if you're not, I'm just saying, I don't feel like cooking that cornbread again, so don't worry about the cornbread. And the noise was just like loud in the back. If you're on my newsletter list, you saw some great news, exciting news that's happening for this fall. One, guess what your girl is doing? Now, I told you about the cookbook, but I was trying to keep it, I'm trying to like play it cool, I'm just trying to like play it cool. This is my play it cool look. Oh, sorry. Your girl is launching a streaming network. We're going from live on Facebook to the Seek Purpose Live Dreams streaming network. That's right, people. All new content being shot, all new shows. We won't be like, this is like content, Seek Purpose Live Dreams content. Your girl is producing content with people. All I'm saying is you got to subscribe. That's all I'm saying. But we're going to have a network, people. That's all I'm saying. I've been in works with some folks, and it's coming together. We're launching this fall. So if you're on the newsletter, you would have seen that information. If you're not on the newsletter, you're missing out. We share lots of good information out there in the newsletter. So yes, people, the Seek Purpose Live Dreams TV streaming network is launching this fall, and we have all new shows that we're producing and will be available starting this fall. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy and excited about it. Am I scared? Yep. Have I launched a network? Nope. Will I be doing it? Yep. Where's my blue? Who took my blue rag? Oh, okay, right here. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So in October, we're going to production with a lot of the new content for the network. The network is going to be going live in November. And so it's just exciting. It's exciting. I'm really excited. I'm excited about where life is going right now. So yeah, so that's happening. We're going to be live again October 9th with a guest co-host. So that'll be happening October 9th. You know, sometimes I'm in here by myself, sometimes I'm not. Lately it's been virtual with my guest co-host. And so we'll be doing that in October. What else do we have going on? We have we're working on a new platform for the Women Seeking Purpose Living Dreams Experience. You know, we would have had that in October of this year, but due to the virus, we had to cancel, and I decided to just forego even trying to do it virtually for this year. But we're going to be working on a new platform for that to happen next year. So all you ladies, if you want to come and join us on the new platform, we're working on that for next year. So you would have seen that in the newsletter for this month too. And then, what else do we have going on? I think that's all we have going on for right now. Our next meetup, so you and I are meeting when? October 9th. Put that in your calendar book. I'll be right here with another big pot that Chris and Bella pointed out. Another big pot of something with another guest co-host or not. It might just be you and I. Maybe you can come on and be the guest co-host. Then, when you thought it couldn't get any better, you can just come on into the network starting November and just like, wow, look at that show. Check out this show. Check out that show. All on I'm saying our, because I need you to subscribe to the network. I'm just saying. But we have a network, people, like you and I, we have done it. So you can subscribe to the network this fall, and you know, we're just gonna live our best lives. What else we got going on? Those Cowboys play Saturday, Sunday. They play on Sunday. All you haters, I don't know what to tell you. Did I wear this blue dress because of that? Yep. That's all I'm saying. Now is the time where I come around to the camera. First off, I gotta stop burning up my hands trying to talk to you guys, because it ain't worth it. Not worth it. Now, I'm coming around because I've already topped it off with the cheese that you saw me grating that cheese while I was talking to you, and a couple of the onions. I'm gonna come around here so you can see what's happening. You see what's happening in this bowl? I don't know who that was with all those stars and stuff. I don't know what's happening. Shandez was asking, what is it? Thank you. Bella, we need to hire you as the official answer person. You're on it. Chris, you're not getting nothing. You see the chili? Can you see what's happening? You hadn't talk about my bowl. You got Bella in there talking about my bowl with you. And now you want some of the chili? Didn't I tell you all earlier the devil is a lie? Huh? You didn't believe it? Okay. I know you can see my teeth. He always says all he can see is my teeth. Okay, I'm just going in because I know you're waiting for me to go in and on this chili. Now, don't forget, I have a combination of chili, of look good, be there tomorrow, brother. You're always missing out on the food, brother, but you know I got you. Okay, let me stop talking so I can take a bite of this chili. You hear that onion? Hold on, let me do it one more time. Now that's not the onions that we cooked down in here. That's the red onions that I topped it off with. Do you, look, I need you to, hold on. You see the cheese action happening? Corinne, do you see the cheese? Can you see the smoke? Now that there, this is some good chili. Now, you know what I forgot to put in here? My flaxseed. How are you gonna get rid of that smooth now? Chris. I forgot to put my flaxseed in here. You all know I put flaxseed in it. Bella, you didn't say that. You didn't tell me to remember to put my flaxseed in. But don't you worry. Just a little sprinkle. Do I know if this is a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons? I don't know. But let me tell you what, flaxseed is a good omega-3, people. Make sure you're getting your omegas in. When your family's like, I don't want that, I don't need that, just put it in the pot. They don't know. They really don't know. Now, can you tell that that was in there? Nope. Look at me. Don't know a thing. Can't see. Just put it in. Shake your thing off. They won't know that you even picked that up to even put anything in there. All right, people. That's all I got. I shared all my good news with you. I'm hoping you can share your good news with me. We are just at the hour mark. This is how we do. We get in the kitchen. We cook. We encourage one another. We share stuff. We do a lot of talking. Mostly me, vocally. You talk in the chat. I go back after the whole situation, and then I respond to you because, again, there's a lot of light action happening. I can't hardly see you. You can see me because I'm lit up because I'm making sure you can see me, but I really can't see you. You know what? I am going to make that cornbread because this is going to be delicious. And what I will do is put some of this in my little container in the refrigerator and freeze some of it because, and then on Sunday, I can whip this bad boy back out and it'll be fresh. Like, girl, that chili, it's always like exciting when you remember, do I have a lasagna in the oven or a chili, in the freezer? Anywho, Paula, if you want some chili, honey, I got you. If not, I'm not losing no sleep about it. Okay? So look, people, we are done. It's 1 hour. We've hit the 1 hour mark. And I'm so excited. Your girl is back on the scene after being down for not down, but just like minding my business. I was just minding my business. The girl went down now because I don't need nobody spreading no rumors. Talking about she was down, something happened. Your girl was minding her business. I was keeping my mind on my business. I wasn't looking at nobody else's business. So, and don't forget to spread the word about the network, people. Again, if they're like, what network? You can say stuff like we have a network coming in the fall. They're like, who is we? Girl, me and Shaniqua, we are launching because we were doing lives this is like year 3 that we were doing lives. Can you all believe that? Or is this year 2? We're in season 3. Yeah, we were doing that. And then you're like, girl, now we're moving on to a network. Yep. Just say it like that. Just be real cavalier about it. Like, okay? And then hit me in the DM and get all the info via email. So you didn't get on my email list and you would have known about all this stuff right here. And I wouldn't really have to tell you. So now here's what's going to happen. I'm going to come around here and I'm going to end. I don't really know who just came on, but we're going to wrap up this whole situation. I'm going to figure out if that was Cookie Johnson on the live, as in the Cookie Johnson. I don't really know if that was her or not. I'm hoping it was her. That's all I'm saying. Carnice, yeah, that don't look like Carnice. It's the name, but it's a picture. But I'm just going to go with it. Okay. Chris, I can't deal with you. I just can't deal with you. Shandez, you know flax is in my food because, yeah, you're right. Okay, people, so listen up. This is the time where I hit end on the button. I know you guys don't like to end stuff. You just, wants to be in your video. You want to be in my video? What video? Okay, let's do it. Carnice, Bella, you need to figure out if Carnice said she wants to be in my video. Let's do it. Okay, listen, this is where I'm going to hit the button. I know some of you are like, don't hit the button. And so we go through this thing back and forth where I'm like, I'm going to hit the button, not hit the button. But we have wrapped up the encouragement segment, the cooking, and everything that I had for you today. So this is where we end things until next month. Then we get back together and we do this whole thing again. Now, don't forget what I said to you about the fear. Push past the fear. Do it while you're afraid this week. The devil is a liar. Just remember those things. Remember those things, right? Let's push past the fear. We got to get what we're after. We don't have time to be shrinking back from what it is that we want. Keep your eyes on the prize. The fear is going to be there. I don't care what we're doing. The fear is going to be there. But you got to keep your eyes on the prize, okay? So just remember that. Keep your eyes on the prize. Push past the fear. Cook some chili. And go Cowboys. All right, people. Peace.